Well, we have finally reached that point in the pandemic corona coaster where so many of you are exchanging your comfy slippers for work shoes, putting on work clothes, and heading back to the office. Industry experts have estimated that moving forward, only about 10% of the workforce will continue to work from home full time. 30% will go back to the office full time, and 60% of you will be splitting your time between working from home and working in office. Now, whether your organization is implementing a full-time in-office model or implementing some sort of hybrid, I think it's safe to say that in the first few days and weeks back to the office, things will be, well, kind of weird. Hey, Michelle Cederberg here, sharing a few ideas to make that transition back to the office a little smoother and maybe a little more fun. Number one, schedule in ample time for your team to reconnect. I know they've been online for the better part of 2 years, but that's very different than being in person. And you'll especially want to take care of those new hires that haven't even been in your office space since the pandemic began. Schedule a total team meeting. Have ample opportunities for catch-up meetings. Maybe you will implement something like a get-to-know bingo or other sorts of team-building games where people can get to know about each other in a fun way. Establish what being back in the office looks like now and find out what people's needs are. I will share this get-to-know card on my blog, and the link to the blog, if you're watching this on YouTube, is below. And don't forget to make sure that you give those new hires meet and greets, office tours, maybe a buddy system so they feel comfortable being back in the office. And speaking of comfort, number two, recognize different comfort levels amongst your staff. There's going to be people who are going to be completely comfortable with hugs and handshakes and meetings and everything back to normal, but there's equally going to be those people who will be more comfortable wearing masks, who might avoid the break room, who would prefer to meet outdoors or in bigger space. So recognize those comfort levels and make sure everybody's needs are being met. Number three, talk about how to communicate. I know it's a lot easier to, have a video call or do chat or email. We've been doing that for 2 years and we know that we can, but people will have to get comfortable with face-to-face again and recognize that it is a convenient way to bottom line certain situations. So practice being present in person and find out what the needs are of your people. Talk about how you want to communicate. And finally, encourage people to take their breaks, encourage people to do their workouts so they're managing their stress and they're managing their energy through the day. And I will also say encourage flexibility as people make this transition back to the office. Until next time, I'm Michelle Cederberg reminding you you've got one chance to do this life. I say dare to live it big, and if you're heading back to the office, dare to create a new reality that works for today's new world of work. It can be fun, it can be safe, and it can be engaging. Share in the notes below the things that you're doing to re-engage at work. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you find out what else I got going on, and share this video with anyone who might need some ideas for transitioning back to the office in a fun and smooth way. And by the way, I am available to come in person to do team building events, presentations, keynotes around resilience, life balance, and all of those things that are going to help you be better on the job every single day. Talk to you soon.